everybody, you're watching Cole the Cornstar. I know I say this often, but if you guys enjoy our content and you want to help support the channel, the best thing you can do is hit the thumbs up button. Oh yeah, and if you want to pick up some sweet sunglasses like the ones I have on my face, if you go to the Pit Viper link down in the description and you order through the link, you get a 15% discount. Morning, Ron.
Good morning.
So Ron's basically done on the other side of the house, and now we got a couple more projects for him. We always find something new, don't we?
Yeah.
So we got this building foundation here. But if we could dig a hole, bury this, and then we got all that concrete blocks and stuff there. You guys see the old cistern? Wouldn't want to fall into that. So this is an old cistern. Back in the day, they had the gutters off the roof piped down into a hole in the ground. Not a hole, but a tile. And then you can see the tile line right there, and it ran into this big old cistern. And that's how they got water. So what he's trying to do is break out the bottom of it, so that way any water that's in there can actually seep out instead of just sitting inside of a big old concrete base. Neva, we got a swimming pool.
We got a swimming pool. Oh my gosh. I mean, a swimming pool.
We just got some good news from Daddy Cornstar. Just kidding, it's not good news. Dad had this hose on, but he forgot to open the valve that goes into the sprayer, so we had a ton of pressure going into a closed valve, so I decided to shoot it out the side of the hose. I'm just annoyed he got the tablet covered with 32. You can see the split right there. Don't really want to run into town and get another hose. We need to do a little bit of revamping here with this whole boom thing, because we're getting a kink here. We're also getting another one down here. So I don't really want to go buy a new hose if those issues aren't addressed, because the same thing is going to happen to them. So I think we can just cut it, move that back. The hose is just going to be a little shorter. It gets frustrating when you have something set up and it doesn't work the way you want it to work, and then you got to go back to doing it the old school way. I need to find a hacksaw. I'm honestly not sure if there's one over here. Let's try another building. Hey, found one. Working with 32% in general is not fun. It's so sticky and it's smelly. Gets on everything. And the trailer also got covered with it, so that means we got to power wash that off. We need a hose clamp. We'll bring two. After spending all that time messing with this hose, we slid it back in and then it split again. So we decided we're not gonna mess around with it right now. We wanna get side dressing. We got rain coming in a couple days and we wanna get as much nitrogen on as we can. So we just made kind of a bypass hose. It's messy, it's not the most convenient. It's definitely not easy to put away, but it's getting us back out in the field. For the past couple hours, Ron's been going back and forth with the bulldozer, and he's just putting kind of his finishing touches on the yard. And then I gotta go get some grass seed, and then I got some work ahead of me so I can get this bad boy seeded. I think Ron might be dealing in some rotten corn and beans right now. Neva wasn't too happy about the smell. Let's go take a look.
Freaks! How do you deal with this cold?
Ron's hardly even touched the rotten corn and bean pile, and Neva's already thinking it stinks. Hey, let's go up there. The smell of rotten corn and beans is so bad that just by being downwind of this, it's gonna stick into my clothes and I'm gonna smell like it for the rest of the day.
It really does stink though, because I smelt it from the kitchen. That's how I knew he was out here.
Ron's gonna dig a big old hole because he's gonna be pushing all those rotten corn and beans in there, and then we got some chunks of concrete and stuff that he's also gonna be pushing in there, and that old foundation of that building.
Can we put my boots in there too?
How's it looking out there, Ron?
I'm getting rid of the stinky beans.
I told Ron if we want to up the ratings, we put Ron in some really tight little shorts in a pink shirt. I think we could get up to 500,000. Them beans back there, we decided to come over here to eat because it's kind of right back there.
Right back there.
Wow, that smells bad. No more rotten corn bean pile. I'm telling you, that's right. That is right. We're also gonna be pushing this stuff in. Then Ron's gonna take the excavator, rip up this, and that's going underground too. You stink, Ron. This whole area is gonna be open. I've never seen it open in my life. This has always been like this much junk through here. This entire area back here. So stuff's really starting to clean up. What you guys are seeing right here is the product of 3 years worth of me cleaning stuff up. It's been a long process. We got a ways to go yet, but we are getting there. Once we get this side of the farm done, then we're gonna hop over into the grove, and we got a bunch of junk out there. We'll just keep whittling away at it, and we'll get it cleaned up. Oh, I almost forgot. We still gotta cover that. For now, it's a swimming pool. Hey Ron, did you drop your vice grips?
Yep.
Good as new. Digging holes is definitely the most boring part. We want to make sure the hole's nice and deep so that way when we bury this stuff, the frost can't start moving things out of the ground. As soon as I walk away, he starts throwing stuff in the hole. Put this into a little bit of perspective for you. That stuff took me 3 hours to move with the skid loader. He just pushed it in the hole in 3 minutes. Okay, back to me. So over here we have a nice little area, but there's kind of a big old hump right here. Not a fan. So the dozer's gonna smooth all this out. But before he does that, I got some augers over here in the grass and some other miscellaneous items that I should move so that way Ron has a lot of space and he doesn't have to worry about running anything over. Oh hey, Dad's back. Hey, there's trouble.
I was going down the road and I seen his mother throw him out, so I picked him up.
Dad just about pulled away without unhooking the hose. Would have ripped that right off of there. Diesel barrel's empty. The amount of power that machine has is just incredible. We got all the augers moved. Take that back. One right there we gotta get. Now we just have a whole bunch of stuff right here along the edge of the field, all the way to that auger that's sticking up in the air. Oh, I got some pushing around to do. So far, I've got a little done and a lot to go. The only reason why this is taking so long is because when I find a piece of scrap metal, I gotta pick it up and then I gotta carry it all the way to that pile way down there. Just a lot of back and forth time. A machine that does 12 miles an hour would be pretty nice right about now. I wanna get all the scrap stuff out of this area because tomorrow Ron is gonna bring the bulldozer over here and then he's gonna be grading all this. And I want him to be able to get back into here too, so I need to make sure everything's picked up. Oh boy, I tell you guys what, my eyes are so full of dust. I don't really have an analogy to put with that, but they're full of dust. Good news though, there's nothing left over here besides the MG. I guess the grain vac's here too, but the ground's pretty level right here, so he's not gonna be pushing over here with the dozer anyway. I found some more metal. Another piece right there. Sitting in that skid loader for a consistent 5 hours just is not very comfortable. Feels kind of good to stand up actually. Look at this, nothing here, nothing there. Good environment for a bulldozer. The camera doesn't pick this up very well, but there's actually kind of a little ditch right here. And then there's kind of a little berm right there. I don't know, they stick up maybe 18 inches or so. Once this is smooth, we're basically gonna pick up an extra 24 rows with the planter, starting from where I am out to the corn. And then where this dirt path is right now, I would like to rock this. So that way when we come up the driveway around the big machine shed, we can just pull right through here, right through this gap. And then we don't have to do any more backing up in the driveway with our semis. We can just pull through the circle drive. And the less backing up we have to do, the better, because it's a lot safer to just be able to drive. So once we come around the edge of the building, we can shoot right between the building and the bend, and then we'll end up right here on the other side of the driveway. And when we pull the semis on the pit, once we're empty, we can just pull them off and then go the opposite direction. So once again, no more backing up. This looks so much different. I see something out in the field right now. It looks like a person walking, but I'm kind of thinking it might be a deer. Just dark enough where I can't really tell. Hey! It's definitely a deer. But for 20 years of my life, this was weeds that were 10 feet tall. You couldn't access it with anything because it was so full of junk and everything else. Now it's finally starting to get cleaned up. You know, this stuff just doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of consistency. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. But like anything in life, the things worth pursuing are gonna take a lot of time, consistency, and effort. So remember guys, Rome wasn't built in a day. I wish the camera did this view justice. God is an artist. Speaking of God, I just wanted to remind everybody, don't forget to be reading your Bibles. I know we get really busy and it's really easy to put the Lord on the back burner. Something I really have to work on. So just your friendly reminder, don't forget to read.